Nepal is a wondrous country filled with contrast. Situated between India and the Tibet Autonomous Region of China, this Himalayan country has vastly varying landscapes and people. Where you are born and into which caste you are born traditionally dictates your allotted position in life, a position almost impossible to change. But sometimes the gods smile on those who are worthy. This is the story of one little boy who God smiled on and who has grown up to change the lives of dozens of other children. In 1995, Erkin Boti, a 10-year-old boy from Dotarap Dolpo, met 3 Americans who decided to take care of his education and future and brought him from the most remote and sparsely populated area of Nepal to the capital city of Kathmandu to begin a new life.
I arrived in Kathmandu to a world filled with new things. I had never seen cars and not even roads. There were many shops and many people, but no one spoke my language. And I didn't even speak national language. I thought I had come to America. Only later I learned from my school texts that this was my country, this was Nepal.
As time went on, Erkin came to make friends, one of them being Mingma Lama. Concerned for the plight of others, Erkin, Mingma, and another friend, Sukhbadra Gurung, started the Buddha Jyoti Himalayan Youth Club, which encouraged youths to visit old people's homes, provide English lessons to older people, provide computer lessons to youths coming from remote areas. In Nepal, mentally and physically handicapped children and adults are hidden away, ignored by their families, their community, and the government. No official figures exist as to how many people suffer from disabilities in the country. Life for mentally handicapped children in Nepal is on the whole appalling. Families are ill-equipped to provide and look after disabled children or adults. In rural Nepal, life is very hard, with all family members, even children, required to work on the farm or in the house. Landscapes are rugged, and working in the fields or pastures is tough, requiring endless walking up and down mountain slopes. Even fetching water can take hours out of each day. The 10-year-long armed conflict has left many households headed by women and villages devoid of young men, adding to the burden of everyday life in rural areas. Being tied up like an animal, being kept away from family, being kept away from community members. This is perhaps the best many disabled children can expect. Being abandoned or worse is not uncommon. Erkin, Mingma, and another friend, Sukhbadra Gurung, decided to concentrate on working in mentally handicapped boys, and Maitri Griha was born. Maitri Griha, or the House of Friendship, was established in May 2006 as a home for mentally handicapped boys between the age of 6 and 12.
We have found children abandoned in bus stations and in hospitals. We do our best to track down the parents, and we find that it is not that the parents are bad. They have just reached the end of their passion with no one to turn, not knowing which organization could help, even not knowing that there actually are some organizations who can help. Parents get worn down and left with no alternative but to abandon a mentally or physically handicapped child to so that they can concentrate on providing for their other children. It's a hard choice. No one makes it easily. It is a very sad fact of life in Nepal.
Today, Maitri Griha is home to up to 10 mentally handicapped boys and provides daycare for girls who live within easy walking distance. As one of the main aims of Maitri Griha is to reintegrate these children back into their families, the children should not be orphans, and the parents should be willing to accept the children back into their lives in the future, if at all possible. Providing them with a loving environment. The ultimate goal is to teach the children life skills such as dressing and washing themselves, and following simple instructions so as to provide them with a better future. Interaction with parents is very important to achieve these goals, and monthly meetings are arranged. The children at Maitri Griha follow a routine with fixed times for meals, play, learning, and physiotherapy and speech therapy classes.
No.
A new therapy room was added in 2008 with kind financial support from Crystal Francis. This room has given the children a learning space where they can be provided with care as a group or individually. Outings are an important feature as it helps to teach the children about interacting with the outside world as well as discovering new things and combining play with learning.
Chandra.
Each child is different, and so too are the children at Maitri Griha. Let's meet some of the boys living there at the moment. Sandesh likes to talk. He loves games, singing and dancing and appreciates a cuddle. Shiva likes outdoor games and playing with cars as well as watching them race on TV. Rikesh enjoys playing in the sandbox and on the swing, and enjoys running noisily around. Sailesh loves to play and work in the garden. By contrast, he also enjoys puzzles and drawing. Janish likes to make a noise with anything that comes to hand. He also likes to climb and watch TV. Chandra is good at playing with other children or alone. He also enjoys watching the other children at play. He loves to participate in a game of chess. Ram also lives at Maitri Griha. Ram was brought to us by his grandmother. Although Ram is not mentally handicapped, he is deaf, and this makes things very difficult at home. Ram helps around Maitri Griha, doing chores and looking after the younger boys. Now 17, Ram is learning sign language and tanka painting so that he can be independent and financially secure in the future.
As well as providing a home for mentally handicapped children, Maitri Griha also provides counseling, guidance, and moral support for parents and families. We also raise awareness in the community about these children, enabling people to understand them better. Maitri Griha also does what it can to promote services for mentally handicapped children in general, as there is a huge gap in Nepal and much work is needed to be done. But